Hi folks, it is time for science. This is your screencast for Wednesday, April 8th or Thursday, April 9th. You're going to be applying your knowledge of periodic trends by doing one assignment today, and that is wrapping trending in the self-quiz. A quick note about why this is a little bit lighter is we do anticipate that Trend Lab may be taking some people some extra time to complete. So we want to give you a little bit of cushion. So if you did not quite finish up with that periodic trends on Tuesday or Monday, depending on when you had class, you have a little bit of wiggle room to finish that up today and get questions answered and get help. So if you did not quite finish with that on Monday or Tuesday, then that's great. We expected that you can go ahead and finish that up today and still get your questions answered from that. So just a reminder to also take the attendance quiz. We're going to go into Schoology and take a look at what that is going to look like for you. Obviously, I'm showing this in advance, recording this before this date, so everything is unpublished, but it will be published for you. So we have a quick attendance question, as usual, due at 3:59 p.m. I do appreciate those of you who get it done bright and early, right when class starts. That really makes my job easier of recording attendance and making sure that you're engaging. So when we click on this assignment, you'll see both the handout for this and the PowerPoint. So we'll go ahead and grab this PowerPoint right here and talk about what is going on with the Wrapping Up Trending Lab in the self-quiz assignment. All right, so during this day, you'll get a little quick recap of trending, and basically just thinking about our ionization energies and our atomic radii. We have our big atoms right here in the left side, and then we have our smaller atoms right here on the right side. The way I like to remember this is we have an element named francium over here, and I call him Big Fat Frank. And that tells me that atomic radii increases down, and it also increases to the left. You only need to remember this one atom, Big Fat Frank, in order to remember that trend. And then that also relates to the ionization energies. Big Fat Frank is big and kind of lazy, so he has a really hard time holding on to those electrons. So that means it's really, really easy for Big Fat Frank to give up those electrons and have a really low ionization energy. So that's what we see here in this graph. As long as you can remember Big Fat Frank, who's a little low energy and a little lazy, that's the one atom you need to know in order to understand periodic trends. We have a great video here that you can click on. This is a really fun video about these trends and why they act the way that they do, and more explosions. And who doesn't want to see more explosions? We can't do them in class anymore, so best we can do is watch a video. Next up, you'll be working on the self-quiz. So you will notice that on my PowerPoint here, all of the answers have been left on there, and that is actually on purpose. So what we want you to do is to go through the Wrapping Up Trending and self-quiz and answer all of these questions. Once you have done that, you can go into this PowerPoint and check your answers. Please do not just copy these down. That's not how we learn. And the way that we're going to check and see if you actually did that is you are going to go through and you're going to find a different colored pen or pencil than the one that you used to do the assignment, and you are going to go through and make any corrections on this. So for example, if you wrote down that chlorine is larger, and you saw that the answer is sodium, then you would go in, cross out chlorine, and write sodium with your different colored pen. It'll just be a way to see that you're assessing yourself and checking yourself. Again, I'm not looking for you to be perfect, right? We talked about we just want you engaging with the content and learning. I'm not looking for you to have a perfect paper. I want you to show that you're learning instead, and part of learning is making mistakes and being wrong. And so if you have these corrections on your paper, that shows me that you tried, you made a mistake, and you corrected it, and hopefully that you're learning from that error. Once you are done with that, you are going to submit it into Schoology. Please do submit it into Schoology. I know I talked about this for your screencast on Monday and Tuesday, but again, I really, really need you to be submitting things to Schoology. Use the actual submission right here, and it'll show me that I received it, and I can grade it from here. And you will get that grade back. If you email it to me or share it with me on Google Docs, there's a really high likelihood that I'm not going to remember it. I'm not going to see it because I'm getting inundated with emails every hour of every day. So if you submit it to Schoology, that guarantees that you will get credit for this assignment. And remember that the assignments that we're doing for this unit is all going into that home learning category, which is replacing your final category in the gradebook. So, as long as you're trying your best, you should still get full credit and get really good grades and maintain or keep your grades going up. Alright, as usual, I'm going to be available during Google Hangouts, during class time, and also during office hours. The codes are right here in the announcements. You'll see above all of the materials for the class. Please utilize those. I'm happy to help. But otherwise, I wish you the best. Good luck, and we'll see you next time. Bye.